welcome to Salongirl Gardens today. Today we're going to highlight a particular plant that I adore. It is called Heuchara coral bells, or uncommonly known as alumroot. And it's a gorgeous evergreen perennial. It has a mounding habit, beautiful colored leaves, and a bloom stalk. What's more to love? Well, it's also medicinal. That's what's more to love. And in these times when we might need to rely on our own selves for health and wellness, it's good to have this arsenal in our garden, in our healing garden, food forests. And I just want to highlight this for you and hopefully encourage you to grow it in your garden. So, it's a North American native, widely used by the Native Americans, and the properties it contains are great. So the part that is medicinal is the root, and it carries a lot of tannins. You would want to harvest this root in October. That's when the tannins are the most high. And these tannins are good for mouth sores, for wound care. You can powder it, you can dry it, you can take it as a tea. It's supposed to be good for diabetes, and I even ran across an article that said it was good for cancer. I don't know if any of these claims are true, but I did find it in this book about natural remedies, which I'll link down below in the description box. So let me show you the Heuchara. Hopefully encourage you to grow it in your garden. So here we are with this Heuchara with its first spring flush of leaves, so brightly colored, and you can see it's a mounding habit. Right now it's about 15 inches tall, and it will send up a beautiful, airy, dainty bloom stalk. These are some of the first to emerge in my garden. They typically pop up after the daffodils have come up. And they're just great. They come in a huge variety of colors, all the way from lime green to oranges to pinks to reds, all the way to black almost. And again, bonus that you can use it medicinally. These Heucharas were planted in full shade and have done well, but you can see they're not as robust as the ones planted in partial sun. They didn't completely disappear. They are flushing back for the spring. So I'm excited to see if they will reach their full potential. During winter, they were almost gone here. But gorgeous, nice pops of color in an otherwise dark, shady area. Heucharas or coral bells do very well in pots as well as planted in the ground directly in your landscape. Again, this is a pot planted in full shade, and you can see it's thriving. It's doing well. It's hard to pick a Heuchara that I love the most, but this one is called Carnival, and it has cherry red, lime green, light orange. What's not to love? They're so big and puffy at the start of spring, and their colors are at their absolute finest. Look at that mound. It's about 20 inches tall, and it's such a nice contrast next to that creeping Jenny. I love it. The root of Heuchara is edible, but not palatable. But good to know that you could get nutrition from it. It's hardy to zone 4, and interestingly, this plant is a hermaphrodite. It has both male and female organs and is loved by the bees. It's great for sandy, medium loamy soils. It definitely prefers well-drained soil. It prefers neutral alkaline soil, and it can grow in semi-shade or no shade, and you need to keep it moist. So, this root is very astringent and it's been used in the treatment of cancer as well as external remedy in sores, wounds, and ulcers. It can be dried, ground into a powder, and sprinkled onto the wounds. Interestingly, as a hairstylist, we were taught to use alum to stop bleeding if we cut skin. I haven't had to use it. It should be used with some caution since excess irritates the stomach and can cause kidney and liver problems. This plant is heat tolerant in zones 8 through 11, and it's suitable for cut flowers. I hope I've encouraged you to maybe try this plant in your landscape, because really, what's not to love? It's gorgeous, it's medicinal, it's easy to grow, and it's gorgeous to look at, and we might possibly be able to heal ourselves from it. So thank you so much today for joining me at Salongirl Gardens to learn about Coral Bells Heuchara.